Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, for the first time, at least from my point of view, in quite a little while, there's something actually exciting that we heard of. You know, apart from all the craziness from Ash's interview with Cirilla, where we heard a ton about the new features that are gonna come in the near future. You know, everything else has just been stale. Even the what's next in Raid video, which, you know, I made a video on that. I made a reaction on that yesterday, and honestly, I just want to take it down. Like, that's the lowest views I've ever got. Like 200 views just makes me want to cry. But anyway, I'm not here to complain today. It is what it is. News break stuff is not necessarily my thing, but I said, hey, you know what? I wanted to give it a shot and see what people will say about my reaction. But what I want to talk about today, and what I was talking about at the beginning, is the fact that we got some news about the first mythical hero as a permanent fusion, which is massive. Okay, that's gonna be insane. So we currently have the relic keeper, that's a permanent fusion, and you can keep doing him again. Same thing for Prodma, you can keep doing him again. We also have the Razin fusion, which obviously, because I finished a while back, he does not appear here, but again, he's one of those permanent fusions which you can only fuse once, which is amazing. So we're gonna get the same thing, but with a mythical hero. That's huge. However, you know, let's take this with a grain of salt. It's obviously gonna be hard. Like, I'm expecting it to be hard. I'm even saying, like, this might sound crazy, but I'm expecting to see like maybe 16 epics to fuse into 4 legendaries to fuse in a mythical, or something like that, or maybe not. Like, I'm hoping it's gonna be just, you know, fusing epics into the legendary, but I would not be surprised if we would see, honestly, if we go into the daily login, I would not be surprised if we would see Syl as part of that fusion, because we get one for free. Maybe a V6, then we also get Cleopteryx, and then maybe Gurda Bogbrew, because I'm expecting that to be something that it's gonna take a while, you know. That's what I'm expecting to see. That's my opinion. So if somebody asked me how it was gonna be, we're gonna get a 4 daily login legendaries to be part of this one. So basically, after like 2 years or something like that, I think that's how long it takes you to get to Gurda Bogbrew as the legend, or Arix, whichever is the first ones, you're gonna have that one. So that's what I'm saying. But let's have a look at actually the legendary, because the mythic, because, well, she looks amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. She looks amazing. So let's start at, first of all, her name is Lady Mikage, which I'm hiding over there. Okay, so Lady Mikage is going to be a mythical support force-based champion for the Shadowkin. She's obviously looks amazing. I'm quite sure you've already seen that short that they had posted around where they presented her, and another one which kind of looks like a Knight Revenant, but she just looks, I looked a little bit through her kit, she looks wow. So let's just go through this one first. So A1, Shadow Lash attacks one enemy with one random ally from the Shadowkin faction. The condition I'm not a big fan of, but you know, it is what it is. The ally joining the attack would use the default skill, places a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's max HP on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. So I guess kind of like, I think it's a Duchess and Raka or Raka heal, something like that. So if we just ignore the fact that an ally joins the attack, it's just a single hit with a shield on the ally with the lowest max HP, which is not bad. It's not bad, because maybe not all of the time you're not gonna always have a Shadowkin in your team, so that's why I'm kind of ignoring that one. So it's not the craziest A1 in the game, but it's pretty good. Then the A2, Silken Snare, attacks all enemies, AoE hit, like it, decreases the duration of all enemy buffs and all ally debuffs by 1 turn, then increases the duration of all enemy debuffs and all ally buffs by 1 turn. Well, I'm just gonna say this, I think, unless I'm mistaken, she's the only one in the game so far that's gonna be doing this. There's nobody that increases the duration of buffs, decreases the duration of debuffs for your team and for the enemy team by 1 turn. There's nobody that I can think of. They either do 2 of them or maximum 3, but nobody does all 4 of these things, and that's massive. Also, you don't need no books to make this 100%, 100%, or to lower the cooldown, and it's on a 3 turn. This is massive. This is amazing. Honestly, for any area of the game where you want these types of buffs and debuffs, she's gonna be awesome. you know, for Demon or Clan Boss, if you're trying to play some funky killable comps. If you're talking about the Hydra, then this is amazing as well. So, you know, definitely an amazing A2. Then A3, Imperial Decree, places an increased attack buff and increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. That's good. Then teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. The allies joining the attack will use their default skill. This one goes to a 4-turn cooldown. Well, this is massive. This is huge. An all-team ally attack with increased attack and increased crit damage. This is amazing. As an example, I'm currently using on my Fire Knight 10 hard team, I'm using Lonathorel that does an ally attack with the whole team and he puts increased crit damage only. Well, this one also brings increased attack. So this is massive. This is massive. It is on a 4-turn cooldown, but if you're talking about, like I said, Fire Knight, if you're talking about Clan Boss, if you're talking about any other area where, like, you know, you might want an ally attack with this stuff, paired with the crazy A2 that she has. Wow, she's amazing. She's just amazing so far. Then we have the Metamorph, which obviously grants an extra turn, but there's also passive. At the start of this champion's turn, removes all debuffs from the ally with the highest attack. That's crazy. That's crazy. So if you don't make her be like, you would make her be the second to last, for example, in Arena, if you would want to use her in Arena. And I guess she would go before your nuker would go. And she'll cleanse all the debuffs. That's crazy. This could be interesting for Arena. Obviously, it's not the meta and all that, but she could have a spot in there because, you know what? Decreasing the duration of enemy buffs, Stone Skin, does not require you to, you know, cannot proc polymorph. So that's massive. This is massive. Also brings an ally accuracy in all battles by 80. That is huge. So far the base form is crazy. The base form is crazy. Oh my god, didn't even get to the other one. Now let's look at her alternate form, which this one looks awesome. Again, they're always smashing it with the graphics. But let's see this one. Nightmare Spider attacks one enemy, places a sleep debuff for 1 turn, also decreases the target's turn meter by 15%. Single target sleep, I guess, I don't know, maybe it could be interesting for the Sand Devil. Let's see, what affinity is Sand Devil on 25? Okay, it's 4, so she would not be wrong affinity, that could be good. Okay, wrong game. So she did that, she could be good for Sand Devil, I guess, for that one, or maybe for Arena, kind of like a safe EA one, but I guess for her it's a bit different because she will require accuracy. But let's continue going through her kit. The Skittering Death attacks all enemies, places the stun debuff for 1 turn, also decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 30%. 3-turn cooldown, AoE stun with turn meter pushback. That's crazy. This is crazy as well. This is massive. Again, this one looks more like an Arena or maybe some Doom Tower skill. You know, stun, pushing back turn meter, 3-turn cooldown, doesn't need books to lower the cooldown, just increases the ignore defense. You would not even book this. Like the A1 and A2, you would not even book for her, honestly, on this form. Then the last one, Doom of Yakai. Places an increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns, okay? Also removes all buffs from all enemies and places a weakened debuff on them for 2 turns. So this one's kind of like a what's it called? What's Rian the Conjurer we all get from the Doom Tower. He does the same thing, removes all buffs and puts weaken, but she also puts increased accuracy on herself and the whole team before she does that. So that's crazy. You could basically, she could be amazing for Arena, but again, Polymorph might be a tricky one, but still, this one's pretty strong. And this one goes on a 4-turn cooldown, not so bad. Then another passive, Demonic Glower, or Glower, I cannot words. At the start of this champion's turn, decreases the turn meter of the enemy with the highest attack by 15%. I guess that this could be good. Again, in Arena, push back the turn meter of the nuker if they are attack based. There's very few, like what, Taras is the only one that is the HP nuker that's kind of meta. Everybody else is attack based. However, if they have Stone Skin in Arena, you cannot push back the turn meter. So this is tricky. But I guess if you transform from this one and then she straight up gets a turn, you push back the turn meter. So this would be interesting, like for Arena. You would get a turn, you would cleanse. This is crazy. So you get a turn, you'd cleanse all the debuffs from the ally with the highest attack, which should be your nuker unless you're using Taras. Then you get another turn over here, and then you're gonna push back their turn meter of their nuker again, unless it's Taras, and then you go and do these fancy shenanigans, increase accuracy, remove all buffs, weaken. She looks amazing, honestly, especially because, like, I'm really hyped about this because she's gonna be a permanent fusion. It's not gonna be easy again, but everybody's gonna be able to obtain her at a certain point. Hopefully, you know, at some time in at least 1 year, 2 years, or depending on luck, like what champions we pull. I still believe, guys, I'm not gonna lie, hear me out again. I still believe she's gonna be something like you're gonna have to fuse 4 legendaries, but they're gonna be the ones that you get from the daily logins. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna have to use Seal of the Drakes, V6, and then, like I said, another 2 ones, maybe like Cleopteryx, Arix, Gorda, like whoever's the next ones in line. That's how I see it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me, or do you think that's a crazy idea? But anyway, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye, guys.